Streaming. All right, let's see. Is Minecraft going? Minecraft is going. All right, is Twitch going? Let's see. Is Twitch going? Is Twitch a thing? Twitch looks like it's going. Is YouTube going? YouTube is... What is YouTube doing? YouTube needs a refresh. Alrighty, Botrix is connected to the stream, so YouTube must be going. Fantastic. Yes, we have a live coming up on YouTube. Fantastic. Alright, let's get some music going. And we will get some notifications out there into the various Discords. Alrighty. Alright, YouTube is doing its thing. Fantastic. We're listening to Too High to Die by Apollo Music. There'll be a gap in it shortly. And then we'll be into Mud Puddle shortly. Alrighty, where is my Discord? There's my Discord. My notepad, where's my notepad? There it is. Alrighty. Hope everyone's having a wonderful time zone appropriate greeting. All right. Alrighty, let's get the notifications out there on the other Discord channels, and we will get into some gameplay. Okay, Discord, where are you? Behave yourself. There we go. Discord here. We'll go on that one. And then Discord on this one. And onto this one. And on this one. Alrighty, let's get ourselves into the server. That's not the server. Alrighty. Hey Zora. Wish you could join, but if you could, you probably wouldn't. Oh, thanks for joining the stream anyways, Zora. It's appreciated. Alright, it appears that I need to do some stuff. I'll wait for the music to finish before I deal with that. Alrighty. So that's Mud Puddle we're listening to at the moment, for those who aren't aware. Also by Apollo Music. We'll have a listen to one more track called A Fine once this one finishes up. And in the meantime, I'm going to get myself ready in my inventory with some stuff to actually get started on things. Alright. Could probably use some dark oak. Do I have any dark oak? I do have some dark oak saplings. I should grow some dark oak. Alrighty. We got a fine to listen to before we get into the gameplay today, just to see if we get anyone else joining. And hopefully we'll get into it shortly. I'm going to see if I can grow a dark oak sapling here. And by dark oak sapling, I mean dark oak tree, of course. I know you can't see the gameplay. I will fix that momentarily. Alright. I grew a dark oak tree. Cool. Alright, just enjoying a fine morning. Oh, a sun called a fine. And it's becoming nighttime on the server, so I better sleep. So we've got a nice fine morning to enjoy once the stream actually starts. Alrighty. Alright, I've just broken a wooden axe. Fun to do that off stream. Well, off camera. Alright, just making a replacement stone axe. Yes, I'm still working with stone, I don't know why. Probably because I can't be bothered buying decent stuff, or putting mending on it when I get it. Although I do that. I do have some gear, it's just, don't have any villages of my own. And to be honest, with how busy the server is at the moment, it's kind of like single player with other people's stuff around. Which isn't too bad, but not exactly a thriving SMP at the moment. Have a bit of space, so I'll just stand where the tree is and let the branches drop. Yep, there's at least 2 saplings, so I can replace 3 saplings. 4 saplings and I can replace the tree. We get 4. Alright. We got 4, so we got enough to replace the tree. Alright, let's get myself into third-person camera view, distance view, something that looks vaguely like the thumbnail. Alrighty, and we'll get ourselves into the gameplay. Oh, it's like I'm a professional or something. Timed that perfectly. Okay. So, here's the village. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be filling in those gaps you can see at the front. And we're also going to be putting a roof on the barn and trying to get some villagers back in this village. So, let's get into it. And I've got, some apples. And at least enough saplings to make another dark oak tree. Which we might start doing shortly. We'll just wait for the rest of these. There's one there. We've got enough for 2 dark oak trees. Nice. Well, I think the rest of these leaves we can leave to no pun intended. We can leave to drop their saplings if they will. Unless we can reach them. Well, all the ones we can reach will do. I think there's only one that's out of reach. Maybe 2. Yeah, those 2 are out of reach. Whether they drop saplings or not doesn't matter. We got enough to make 2 more trees. So, alrighty. Alright. Let's see if we got anything happening on Twitch yet. Nothing exciting happening on Twitch? Okay. So, we want to put some roof of some sort on the barn, because the red is nice, but it doesn't look like a roof. So we'll probably go with some dark oak for that, because I think that's the perfect colour. I don't know, 51 dark oaks, 51 doke logs will be enough. Let's do another tree, just to be on the safe side. Alright. Hello, Chaosworks. Hello, Aspencore. Welcome. Good to have you. Aspenscore, I should say. How was your stream last night? I haven't had a chance to check out the replay. Alright, so this is my Skyflat world. My Skyflat Redux world, in fact. This is my second SMP world with a Skyflat world. So if you're not familiar with Skyflat, I'll just drop the description in the comments, in the Twitch chat with the Skyflat command. I can take caps lock off. There we go. So there's a little explanation in the Twitch chat as to what Skyflat is. Zora knows what Skyflat is, and Zora's on the YouTube chat. So the command does work on YouTube, but it cuts most of that text off. There's a limit apparently. All right. So basically, it's super flat, but just the structures is the simplest way to describe it. Or it's the illegitimate child of Superflat and Skyblock. Went well, outlined the stuff. Fantastic. Alrighty, so this is one of my 2 SMPs. The other one is the Ethereal Airships SMP, which I do on alternate Sundays my time, so every second Sunday or every other Sunday, and every second Sunday I do Skyflat, and every other Sunday I do Ethereal Airships at the moment. So that's probably Saturday for whatever time zone you're in. Probably Saturday evening, if I get my roughly 16 hours around correct. Have we got? We've got another 8, so we've got enough to make at least 2 more of these. I think that's probably going to be enough dark oak. So we've been making a big red barn, which is funny because I have no idea what a big red barn looks like in real life, because it's just not something that's common in Australia. but I thought it was appropriate because I had lots of, well, I didn't have lots of, but I had the opportunity to grow lots of mangrove, so that's a nice colour. Alright, that hoe lasted exactly the amount of time it needed to. And now we've got almost enough to make 3 dark oak saplings, which dark oak trees. So this is my my barn, which looks a little bit silly when the animals are poking their faces through, but when they're not poking their faces through, it actually works quite well. So it's a little bit of a complicated door. All right. So in Australia, it is currently 8:32 a.m. It's 6:30 p.m. on Saturday in Eastern Time. Yep. All right. So obviously we got the barn doors here as well. Now these all seem to have there's cows that still want to try and get out. So what we need is some leads to try and get them away from the door, so they're not sticking their faces through. But yeah, this is their little red barn, or our big red barn, depending on how you want to look at it. If we can get things to stop sticking their faces through the trapdoors, have a bit of a look at what it looks like. Oh, that's right, it's easier to get out at the top. A bit of a one-way door situation. This is why we have the elytra. And why the door was open. There we go. Looks a little bit less silly with only 1 or 2 animals sticking their faces. Come on, I just moved you. There we go. But you can sort of see what it looks like. Alright, so we're going to look at getting a roof on this. And we're also going to look at getting some more paving in the rest of the village, which is also conveniently overlapping a trial chamber. Or inconveniently, depending on how you look at it. So we've taken the top off the trial chamber and we've blocked off all the spawners so that the villagers have a fair chance of actually doing something. I'm just going to sleep so that we don't have to contend with any unwanted mobs. All right. Got a happy gas. This is 1.21.11. I am looking at whether I can get this upgraded to, or updated to 26.1. Not that there's a lot of stuff that would make a difference to gameplay, other than the differences to the animals. The animals will be the cuter ones instead of the current ones. But other than that, it'll look pretty much the same. So I haven't seen much reason to change over yet. So if I turn that, that'll be 3 stacks of tough slabs, which I don't need the stone cutter to save on. And also need at least 1 stack of stairs. So let's pop something away in this chest, or this one. Let's put the dark oak in there, some of it at least. No room for the saplings. Okay then. No room for all the sticks. No room for the dark oak, which we already tried. Probably need to make some more chests. This is becoming a problem. I don't have a chest monster. You have a chest monster. Okay. One more. One more. You like my copper helmet? We have a mob farm over at spawn, and I have been basically beating up the zombies and skeletons to get whatever enchanted copper items I could from them. And yeah, we ended up with some pretty weirdly enchanted copper items. I also have a ridiculously overpowered pair of copper boots somewhere as well. They make it. Maybe they're in the shulker. Not those ones. I might have lost them, but I thought I had a ridiculously overpowered pair of copper boots. Might be in the... Yeah. No, they're leather boots. Protection 4, feather falling 4, depth strider 2, and mending. You know, the leather boots of emergencies. Which obviously don't work if I don't wear them. Yeah. Thought they were copper. That's alright. I got a ridiculously overpowered copper helmet, which I find amusing. Alright, let's get a stack of Tuff Bricks. We'll head over to the whatever they're called, the masons. And we'll get some more Tuff stairs. 1-to-1 rather than losing some in the transaction. And we'll just outline these paths a bit with some Tuff stairs, if we haven't already, and these farms. We'll start filling in the gaps, and then we'll look at getting the villages repopulated. We've got 2 villages that are tucked away safely, who will be the saviours of the village. I mean, we've got another village not far away if we get desperate, which is where I think one of them came from in the first place. We seem to have had a slight miscalculation here. We can afford to lose 1 or 2. Alright, we'll start filling these in. Then we'll actually have somewhere for the villagers to path to without falling into the void. So we have 1 villager locked up in this house over here. Oh, we did. Yeah, there he is. Whoop. And obviously we've got to fill in this bit as well. Forgot about that. So we might fill this bit in before we forget, because that could be a little bit problematic if we leave that as it is. Let's see, this side. And over here. Oh, I see what's happened here. Right. So we do need to fill this in a little better because there was a gap there. We'll fill that in with some more dirt once we've got it. Over here. That wasn't intended. There we go. Fill that in and we'll get this one back. Or not. We'll lose that one. Okay. Fill in the gaps here, and then we'll pick up the bone. We could use that as bone meal more than as flooring at the moment. That was an early floor replacement, was some bone blocks because it was something we had available. And that's filled in nicely. Okay. All right. They do tend to fall into the void when they chase things, when they get chased by things. You would think they're not completely daft, but or daft, but they do tend to run away into the void, or they get knocked into the void by mobs. So making sure that it's also mob-proofed while we do this as well. And it makes it also Fred-proof, which is very important. So I have this habit of forgetting what I'm doing while I'm streaming, or just while I'm doing whatever, and walking off into the void. So this is mostly Fred-proofing rather than villager-proofing, but it does make it easier to get around and make places for villagers to do things. So we do have a data pack that stops mobs from spawning on top of trial chambers as well, which is handy because otherwise they turn into mob farms. It's the same data pack that disappears the falling sand for us. Mainly to keep the server playable and not to have massive mob farms on top of floating trial chambers. Unintentional mob farms, that is. I mean, if you want to have them spawn on top of the trial chambers, you just put stuff on top of the trial chambers, because it just takes account of whether there's tuff there or not, and whether it's in a trial chamber bounding box, I believe. I would have to ask the person who made the data pack. Speaking of data packs, we have another one to re-add the glow squid, because they went extinct in Superflat and Skyflat style worlds. Basically, any of the custom Skyflat style worlds, custom Skyblock style worlds, no, custom Superflat style worlds. I'll get the words right eventually. They stopped producing glow squid because the sea level was hard coded to Y-63 for some reason. I think it was to fix some other sort of bug, which then, of course, caused more bugs, which doesn't sound like Mojang's development cycle at all. Can't think how that could possibly have happened. Alright. In fact, it doesn't sound like software development in general at all. That's not what you were meant to do. Maybe if I... Do I still have an axe? I think I broke the axe. No, I still have an axe. Okay. That's not an axe. Alright, so if we break this one and replace it, hopefully it'll behave itself this time. Yes, that's what we wanted. The other thing is, with this sort of decoration, we can make some lovely little water channels and things like that. Oh, it was sarcasm for Chaosworks? Yes, of course. It is hard to tell sometimes. I should know. I tend to use it myself. I tend to employ it myself, but I do sometimes forget that it's not always coming across easily in text form. Or, you know, my other response could be, that was sarcasm? No, really? But I actually didn't realize, so. Okay. Nearly done with filling in this section. Riveting content, I'm sure, but people are watching, so I'll take it. Alright. And it's almost night time, so we want to finish up this bit as quickly as we can. So you might have just enough stairs to finish the section I want to finish, so that's good. Right, now, do we want to... Ah, we do not want to do what I want to do. Let's fix this by picking that one up. And let's try going that way. Nope, that's the way it was. Okay, let's try going the other way then. Oh, come on. Alright, well, let's replace that one and see what happens. Okay, we lost one. But we might be able to get away with it. Let's see. Oh, come on. I'll try one more. Perfect. All right. Every time I hear background noises from my computer during stream, I do double check that my stream is still streaming. Alrighty. Looks like Zora may have moved on. May have had other things to do, but was in the YouTube chat earlier. But if you're still there, Zora, just say hello. Let me know you're there. If you're not, that's fine. I know you had mentioned that you couldn't be on today. And even if you could be on, you probably wouldn't have been, knowing you. Which is fair, but your words, so I'm just repeating them. Okay. Yes, because villagers are known for their intelligence. But thread-proofing is also necessary. Alright, that looks much better. Have we missed any sections? It does not appear so in this bit. Let's have a quick look on FreeCam. That is looking much better. So I've basically just got one more big section to fill in, which is over here, behind these houses, and a couple of little sections. That little section there, and probably might continue with cobblestone in this section. If we want to change it over later, we can. I'm pretty happy with how that's looking. We obviously need to fence off the entrances to the trial chamber over here so that they don't wander in and get themselves hurt. And the same here. And the same here. We still want to be able to get into the trial chamber, because we do want to still use the trial chamber as a convenient place to go and get stuff and things, XP and whatever the drops are. Got these little things here, just where there were individual grass blocks that were offshoots from the path. I find they make good planters for trees if I want to grow things like, I might move that one, but if I want to grow things like just birch trees or oak trees, they do make a good planter, that sort of look there. So yeah, got to fill in underneath these hay bales so we can pick them up. And we've got to fill in over here, and we've got to replace this path with tuff so that we've got a consistent look. And we'll expand over here and take it out to this bit. And then I think we'll leave the cobblestone path over to the nether portal there. So we'll probably just make it a graduated sort of shape like it is over here. We'll neaten this one up, try and make it more of a curve, and then have it come out over here. Probably just go around the end of the path like these ones do, and we'll let it turn into a cobblestone path from there and bring this back through, fill it in, and then probably do some borders on here as well, depending on how much time we've got and whether we want to take a break from all the paving. All right, we can't have random thread spawning, that's right. Okay. So, another stack of stairs. Right, now, of course, if you're new here, feel free to follow on Twitch if you're not doing so already, or feel free to subscribe on YouTube. Or if you're feeling rich, feel free to subscribe on Twitch. But that one is entirely up to you. In fact, all the actions are entirely up to you. I've just given you some recommended courses. And what I would do if I was appreciating the streamer that I'm watching. Alright. Enough of that. Now, we do need to figure out what we're doing with this bit here, although it is sort of villager-proof. Might just put some tough slabs underneath to just give it that tidy sort of look. There we go. And then one there. One there. One there. And one there. That's a nice consistent look. Alright, and we're not going to just back our way off into the void here now. That's good. We'll tidy up these farms and we'll probably change them up, but we just want to keep them so that they are somewhat idiot-proof. We will also put a floor on the bottom of the water sources in here. But while we're here, we might just quickly so yeah, they didn't get placed quite where they were meant to. And we'll do something similar here. We'll just place one of those there. And that neatens that up nicely. In fact, probably a top slab here would be fine, considering we've got... Yeah, we'll do a top slab. Considering we've got the... slight miscalculation. We should put away that light grey wool so we can pick up our stairs. Or we should put the polished tuff back and get some tuff stairs. Tuff bricks, I should say. Alright, so let's see. So if we just throw the bone meal down for the moment, get those stairs. And maybe get these ones back. Nope. Bye-bye. Alright. There we go. And one there. Cool. And I guess this one here, we'll leave that as a stair because it'll stop things from spawning in that little spot. Okay. So, now we make some more stairs. And we continue outlining. And then we'll look at trying to actually make somewhere that the villagers can safely breed. How do we have another stack of polished tuff? I could have sworn I put that away. Tuff bricks, please. We'll go with the slabs from Hi Slime. I hear you. Where are you? There you are. So yes, we only have a small amount of slime chunks. But it's also part of the reason for the slabs is to prevent the slimes from spawning too much. And from sticking around for too long if they do spawn. Alright, so more stairs. Yes. And more slabs. I'll do that momentarily. Alright, we'll have some food. By the way, I mentioned it on Aspen's stream, but didn't get a chance to mention it on my own stream, because I didn't realise at the time, but congrats on the 5 stream streak the last time. Chaos. I didn't notice it till the stream had finished. Otherwise I would have said something during the stream. Alright, you are going to be difficult. I think we might actually take some dirt out here and look at replacing this section of path, because it looks like it should go all the way through anyway. And it would make this bit neater. So we will work that bit out later. Just going to ignore the cobblestone strip there for the moment and just go around it. We'll come back to it. Yeah, we need to fill that bit in, I think. It's going to be a bit messy. And that will take us round to the well. I think we might leave this cobblestone section as is. So we might just go around it. Just outline it. It's getting dark again. All right. So realistically, we need to make another planter there. And then we can get in and start tidying up the sections around here. So more stairs required, but more sleep required, obviously, at the moment. Okay. Let's take a moment to quietly mute and blow my nose. Okay. Hopefully I muted and you didn't hear that. All right, now let's fill in some of these, and that needs to be dirt. Or path, dirt path, in fact. But we'll fill in some more of this. Yes, we've got our little pinata boat there for that was punishment for a wandering trader that decided to pinata their llamas, which of course we rescued, and then gave the wandering trader a taste of its own medicine. Didn't seem to appreciate it much because it left after a while. Okay. I hate when that happens. Maybe only got one of those back as well. Oh well. Not like there's a huge shortage of tuff in this world. At least Tuff Bricks and Tuff Blocks. Tuff Bricks and polished tuff, that sort of stuff. Of course, if we've got floor, it's harder for the happy ghast to wander off as well. Okay, so we want stairs for that bit. Basically, we want 8 more stairs here, so let's pick this back up. And that one. Okay. We'll use those ones over here. I did think about doing a tuff roof on the big barn, but decided against it. So it would make it blend into everything else a little bit too much. We're going to need some stairs again soon. Just enough. Let's get some stairs and get started on more of this. Alright, so obviously we've got a bit of a glow squid farm there. We might have to capitalise on that. And yeah, we're out of all the tuff for the moment, so let's go get some more. In case you're wondering, which you're probably not, the 500 over here, oh, I've got to do this bit for this house as well. The 500 over here was obviously to celebrate my 500 subscribers. I've still got to do my 500 subscriber special. I'm pretty bad with those sorts of things. So, now it's not like we've got any shortage of Tuff Bricks. One of the reasons we chose them for our building material. We're just going to go a stack, 2 stacks of stairs and... No, 1 stack of stairs and 2 stacks of slabs. And if we need more, we'll just convert some more blocks. So yeah, I think we will work on that in a little bit, but we'll try and clean this bit up first with all the stairs that are required here. We don't have any room for cobblestone slabs at the moment, so let's start with the planters and the edges. Oh, that's going to be fun. I think we had one more like that and we actually managed to make it work, so I'll figure that out in a little bit. Cool, well that worked. And then this one, not sure how that'll end up. It might end up with... Okay, so this is going to be a little bit weird. I think it'll work, but we'll see. If not, we can always move one of the blocks and pretend it was always like that. So what I'm going to do here is just make this into a planter and then build the floor across from that. We'll just have some suspended hay bales until we decide what to do with them. Something satisfying about placing these blocks and covering up the void. That's not the way they go. They go this way. Here's some cats going absolutely nuts in the corridor. Possibly in cahoots with the kids going noisy in the rest of the house as well. Got to head out. Good luck and thank you for the stream. You're welcome, Aspen. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here. Okay, that's sorted itself out. Perfect. Means we just need one more in here. Nice. Okay. And now if we clean those up, we'll actually be able to catch them. Awesome. Okay, so now we just need to clean up over here. That's another section pretty much done, apart from the bit that joins onto it over there. That's a big section done, which is nice. So yeah, we could potentially put some stairs in here and make that into a little moat around a tree. Something nice like that. And we should have, yes, we have room for some slabs now. So let's pick up these cobblestone slabs and tidy them up. This will be interesting. Let's see what it does. I thought that might be the case. And we'll probably get another one the same over here. So let's clean that up and see what it does. We put one here. And then if we put one here, what happens? That's not the way I wanted that to go. Alright, so we could probably get away with turning this one into a... Yes, that worked. A 3/4 one. Perfect. Alright, now I'll just clean this up and we'll go to sleep. And we don't really need those slabs, so we can get away with dropping them. Alright, looking good. All right. So that's looking much more snappy than it did. So let's have a look over this way. So I'm going to tidy up this corner. Not quite what I wanted, but it'll do. And we'll try this one again. Much better. Okay, so if we then put one here, that messes this one up. If you then put it back again, perfect. All right, so again, we need to miss that block. And just fill that in because that's going to be messy otherwise. But these ones we can get away with. And we're out of stairs. Okay, so yeah, we'll just fill in one block there. And then we'll get some more stairs. So another stack of stairs required. Oh, hello. It's a little rude. Where'd you come from? You can tell I've been playing Hightail as well. I'm getting my controls mixed up. All right. I could fix that by making the Hightail controls match the Minecraft ones, but I don't like playing it with the intended controls. Or I'm just a masochist. Nice, it's lining up well. That's not lining up so well. Okay, let's go around from this side, try and fix that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right, there we go. And now we've got to try and figure this one out. So I think we'll go... No, that needs to be a corner one there as well. Okay. We'll make this work. So we'll go over this side with some corners, and we'll take it from there. Yeah, that'll work. We could always place some blocks underneath the house, but it does mean that if we want to do secret basements and that sort of thing, that we need to then get rid of those blocks. But of course, if we're doing secret basements, we probably want to be planning it a bit better than just digging through the floor anyway in this sort of world. It won't be very secret from underneath. Kind of like a skyblock igloo. If you ever saw one of those, if you've ever watched Ibex Toycat's Sky Glue series, where he found an igloo that generated ridiculously high, and the basement was sticking out of the top, sticking out of the world, I should say, and was just hanging over the void. So although it was a normal world, he decided to play it as if it was a skyblock and not allow himself to go below Y240, I think it was, something ridiculous like that. Alright, we managed to surround that house, which is good, apart from the very front. And we're just going to make sure we've got these in the right place, in the right way up. Got one more house to surround. We probably don't have enough blocks to surround it, but we can at least make a start on it. And again, we'll probably put some things in front of it so that we can put blocks down without looking too silly. That's not meant to be a slab. We'll fix that. Oh! This is why we keep the elytra on. This is why I need to Fred-proof the village. Alright. We seriously only have 4 left? We do. Okay, let's go get some more then. It's going to need a lot more slabs. Got another villager in here. So we need to figure out where we're putting... Almost jumped off the edge again. We need to figure out where we're putting the... Is this all just puzzle? Just chiseled tuff? It looks like it is. Oh, and bone for some reason. Alright, let's put the bones away. That's not what I intended. So yes, I do have a claim plugin on the server. And the bone is the block that you use to check which claim you're in. Whose claim you're in. Alright, we should probably grab another stack. Maybe put the oak slabs away. Got room for 1 stack away. That's good. That'll do. So yeah, we can do 2 stacks of slabs and another stack of stairs, I think. Might be enough. At least for this section, and we'll take a break and look at getting that roof on the barn. Okay, we'll fill in that hole. Nice. So we've still got a hole there we've got to remember about. So we might just put a slab there to fill it in as a temporary measure. Well, that works for that side. What about this side? We'll leave it. Okay, so over here, we want to fix this a little bit. Dark again. Oh, seriously. Alright, we'll just fix this corner and then we'll get out of here. Go get some more sleep. You just don't want to do it, do you? Okay, well, we'll try this one again. There we go. Alright, straight down this way. Alright. How are we looking? That looks pretty good. There you go for time. Just over an hour, not too bad. That feels like a big achievement, getting this far. So let's join these bits up. Alright, we'll bridge across from here and get this bit filled in. Or start to, at least. All right. Not much to go now. But we will need to go and get at least another couple of stacks of tough slabs, because these are going to run out very quickly. Like pretty much now. Alright, let's go around with the stairs we've got, and then we'll go get another load. Again, we'll place some more dirt in the hole here. Those are too distracting to fill in. Distracting? Annoying. Really? That's how you're going to play us? Alright, we'll try this one again then. There we go. Something really satisfying about getting these corners to work. When they work. There we go. Alright, so obviously I need to fix this one. Gonna run out of corners soon. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Okay, let's try this one again. And we lost that one. Okay, can we get this one before we lose them? Ah. Last one. Let's see if we can pick this one up and fix this corner. Yes. Okay. That was very satisfying. All right, now we just got to fill in some more of these and get some more stacks of stairs. Medium slimes aren't too bad. It's the large ones that are a problem. We'll have to have a look at what's in the slime chunk there that's generating them and see what we can do to minimize that or to control it and turn it into a proper slime farm. Maybe once we set up an iron farm. Aha. All right. We got 22 slime balls. Let's put those away. We got those in a chest inside. We do. All right. All right, well, that's a fair bit of ground covered, or ground created, as it were. Perfect. Fill things up nicely. Right, let's eat a potato so we've got less chance of getting hurt by things. Well, less chance of getting killed by things. This gives us a lot more space to work with in terms of where to place things for our farms and in our village. Obviously, we could have placed stuff here already, but it gives us a better way of planning it. We can actually look at where we want to place things in relation to houses and things like that. Also, where we want the border of the village to be. I think where we want the border of the village to be is where we can put some more stairs. We'll finish this stack and then we'll go get some sleep. Mainly because it's easier for you guys to see. I could just hold the torch because I have, what's it called? Dynamic lighting. That's the word I was looking for. But it's easier to just finish the stack and move on. We do have beds around here we can sleep in, so we could just do that. Alrighty. Nice. Let's fill in a big space between those houses. We've got space around that house. We can go around the edge of this path and then continue on the other side. Okay. Just place that. We can place it again. Okay. One more here will make it. No, we'll just leave that. Actually, one more will make it a nice contiguous shape to match up there, so we will take that one. We're out. Okay. We have more stairs than we have slabs this time. We'll go around with some more stairs then. Went through a lot of slabs very quickly. Or so it would seem. Alright, if that's the way you want to play it, we'll do that. We'll come back to that. Really? Really? You can do that? Look for this side. What's it look like? Okay, not too bad. Alright, we'll fill those in with more slabs, and then we'll get back to it. So we'll come back from this side. Really? Really? Truly, really? Alright, let's try replacing this one. Or losing it. Either way. I'm losing it. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Let's have a look at it from a distance. We haven't looked at it from a distance in a while. Oh, yes. Much better. Much better than we were at the start of stream. Filled in quite a bit. Okay, so I'm going to fill in the little gap next to us. So this little bit over here. Fill that in. Then we'll probably extend up to this edge. I do like the cobblestone section over here, but it might be nicer if it was tough. Would be consistent, but there'd be a lot of digging up to do. We might tackle that part later. And then we want to obviously fill in some stuff over there as well. So might do a cobble section over here to keep it consistent. Maybe we'll just go up to the edge here. There's a bit of a transition. I need to figure out what we're doing over here as well. Probably more tough over here. Probably around to about here in front of the barn. We won't necessarily do all of that today. But we do want to fill in that area around that house, because that's where the villagers get one of the houses the villagers are going to be coming from. So we need to fill that in. We need to fill that in. Need to fill in there, and then this bit. Alright, I think we will take a bit of a break from paving for the moment, and we'll look at doing some roofing on the barn here. See if we can get that dark oak look going on the barn. And we'll do some texturing later on. At the moment, I just want to get the basic shapes in. Let's see, we might just fill in this last little shape I was talking about over here. And then we'll move on to roofing the barn. Probably another 2 stacks of slabs and 1 of stairs will be more than enough. That's the wrong house. I need to fix that bit up too. Alright, we'll fill this bit in. Nighttime again. Already. I swear I haven't shortened the night on this server. It just seems to go very quickly. Just go across there. Keep that blob shape. Alright, back to the house then. Not the same house, but that's okay. Shut the doors behind ourselves. Alright, I'm going to come in from this side now. Not what we wanted. There we go. I should now be able to take this one out. Alright. That looks a lot better. Okay. I would actually like to have a little tunnel going down to that portal. And see if we can link that portal up to the roof portal. That'd be kind of funny. Alright. Another spot to pick up all of the hay from now that we've covered it up. Alright, well that's all of our slabs and most of our stairs. So we might just run some stairs along here. That's not stairs, that's a potato. I don't think I've ever placed the potatoes quite as well as I'd like to. We're not in the potato update. No slabs? No slabs. Alright, just stairs. Alright, we'll leave that as it is, and then we'll come across here. Alright, we're about halfway through stream, so let's have a look at getting something happening on the barn. That's not right. Is it about your homework, Ghast? Ghast ate your homework. You are the Ghast. You know, yeah. Thought you might. Alrighty. We'll just finish up this half stack of slabs and then see where that takes us. Half stack of stairs. You'll say half slabs all the time. It got me confused. Okay. I think that'll probably get us across to the end of this, which is nice. I think we will change the cobblestone out for Tuff at some stage. And that section we've already got. The Tuff just looks nicer. There's always stone stairs and that sort of thing. Stone bricks, I should say. I wanted to transition it. Go stone bricks. Yeah, I like that. Borders the grass nicely. Alright, let's have a look at that from above, and then we'll go try and figure out the roof. Yeah, I definitely like the look of that. Even if we leave the cobblestone, I think the border is really nice. Hey, Ketchup, good to see you. Good morning. So we've been filling in the Tuff sections over here. It's been tough work. And yeah, we've got a lot more space in the village now. So what we want to do is fill in that section there, these sections here, and then start replacing the cobblestone with Tuff as well, because that's looking really nice in the color scheme. I much prefer it to the boring cobblestone slabs there. But we're going to work on the roof for the barn now. Just over here. We're going to put in some dark oak action here and try and get the roof looking a little bit nicer. So we may need to do some remodeling on the inside once we do this, but we'll take that as it comes. We want it to look nice from the outside firstly. All right. May as well drop off the cobblestone slabs here. Can always use some more of those to balance things out, but the Tuff is looking really nice with the grass and the path. That just has a nice contrast to it, and It complements the grass nicely as well. All right. So, dark oak. Do some stairs. And some slabs. And some more stairs. Hopefully that's enough. And let's see, we'll go. It's 3, so. And logs. Okay. Alright, we'll pop this stuff down. You can swap out the planks for the logs. Have a quick sleep, reset our spawn point. And we'll set ourselves up on the roof. So 84, 64. I get the feeling we're probably going to need some more slabs, so let's do some more slabs. And we'll see if that's enough. If it's not enough to have 2 stacks of slabs and 1 of stairs, or 1 and a bit of stairs, then we'll obviously have the wood to make some more. So we're obviously going to need some more axes at some stage as well. I'll just take these end pieces off. That's not the right block. Oh, fun with the bros. 360. Welcome. We didn't want to stare there. We want these. Okay. So we're just going to see how it looks with the ends done with the stairs and the slabs. Alright, so we need solid block there anyway to make the roof work. Alright. So you need another solid block in there. Maybe a stair from the outside. We'll do stair from the outside, I think, and see how that looks. We'll have another stair over here. Alright, we go up the top and we'll continue that trend across the top. Another bone. Let's chuck that bone with the rest, get that out of the way for the moment. So we've got room for a couple more types of wood. I might throw these carrots up there as well. We're carrying too much. How long have I been in this world? This particular world, let's see, we are up to day. Where's the days gone these days? They've moved them. You can probably see the days on here somewhere. I can't see it at the moment. Where are we? Days. Can't see it at the moment. Let's have a look at, I think we're in 1.21.11, so let's see what we can do with changing what we can see in the F3. Is it F3 options? No. Okay. How do we close the shader packs? There we go. Oh, we can do the days with mini HUD. Give me a second on that one. HC. Info days. That's time of day. Info time world. Time IRL. Huh. Maybe not. Doesn't tell me how many days here either. I can't remember. But it's been a while. So this is stream 21. We've been going about fortnightly since the world was created, so every 2 weeks. So probably about 9 months. Sounds about right. Give or take a couple of weeks because I was streaming solo and it wasn't a server at the time. So yeah, been working on it for a while. This is just my section here. There's a whole other section over at Spawn where we started, which is over there. And we've been to the end and all of that sort of stuff. And we've explored and found a lot of trial chambers and things like that. So let me just... oh no, it's in the Twitch side of things. There is a command that explains some of what we're talking about. But due to problems with YouTube, the length of individual chats, when I try and actually do it as a chat message on YouTube, it cuts it short and we miss half the stuff I'm talking about. But basically, the world was created as a super flat custom world with 1 layer of sand and 3 layers of air, and it was created in 1.17. Then we found a village, got some axolotls, got the axolotls in buckets so they wouldn't despawn, and then upgraded the world, and been playing on 1.21 versions since then. So 1.21.11 at the moment. Let's head back up and do a bit more work on this. Hope we didn't lose too many blocks from wandering around and talking without picking them up. No, looks like we got them all. Okay. We made enough space in the inventory. Cool. Alright, so we're just going to swap these over for a stair and a slab respectively. And another couple of stairs. And a block. And another stair. Whoa, that was bad timing. Forgot we got nothing to stand on that side. Should probably fix that. Alright, can we reach? Not quite. Okay, so we're going to need to... get back up there with the elytra and just take out that stair block that we've moved back from. That's fine. We'll get some more rockets in a sec. Alright. Let's grab that stair block. And we'll leave the others for the moment. We'll just see how it goes with just one solid block there, and then a stair. And another stair. See how that looks from the end. Alright, so we're gonna need some stairs at the end here to tidy this up from the outside. But that's okay. So we'll get some stairs down in a moment and start seeing what that looks like. And then we'll bring out the edges of the roof down here as well. That should look nice. Alright. So we're going to go that way, and then that way. And then here we're going to go same sort of thing. One that way. Oh, maybe a slab there. Because we probably want one here. Yeah, I think we want a slab here. No, that's going to be an upright stair, not an upside down stair. Right, and so a stair and a slab. Gentle landings are good. Okay, that's starting to look good. Let's go have a look at that from a distance, but we'll have a quick sleep first. I'll try and figure out the day count as well. Okay, so do we have days on here after all? Off the top of my head, no, I can't see how many days we've been in the world. Day, no, DY, that's not day. DY 20, that can't be day 20. We've been here way longer than that. I'll figure it out. That's a really good question. We could try. Animate it. That might tell us. It tells me playtime on the world. So my playtime on the world is 4 days, 4 hours, 25 minutes. Gives you an idea of how old the world is. Others have been on the world as well, but that's how long I've been in the world. Okay. That's probably since it was last updated, though. So maybe longer than that. As in, since the version was last updated. Huh, that was an interesting landing, but it worked. Okay, we probably need to do something with this bit. It looks a little... It's probably like a stair needed in there. I've missed. For neatness, yeah, we're probably going to have a stair under there. We can probably do that from underneath, right? Or from here. Yeah, that worked. Bring it out by one more. Not that way. Not like that. There. Okay, how's that look? That looks pretty much like we wanted. Let's go have a look from a distance. Yep, that's the kind of shape I'm after. That is awesome. So we'll go with that. And we'll take that all the way through to the back. And then we'll have our barn done. Alright, we got four rockets left. Can we do it with 4 more rockets? We'll make more if we have to. Not if we're flying like that, we can't. Alright. I think we can probably do this with 4 more rockets, though. We're going to get out to the other end. Unless we need to replace the... Oop. Maybe not. Okay, so from the inside, that's going to be a little messy, but that's okay. We can fix that. Okay, so that wants to be a stair. They want to be slabs. That wants to be a stair. So probably just on the very top where it's going to be an issue with the roof. Unless this one does the same thing. Okay, so we might have some stripes on the inside. I don't know if that's a bad thing. Let's just double check how that looks. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. I like it. Okay, so let's continue across. Let's just do the whole bit across the top. Do it in rows. Alright, so that's that section. Now we're going to go next section of stairs. We are going to need some more rockets and some more axes. Alright, we're going to get some more axes then. And more rockets while we're at it. Plenty of gunpowder, we just need the paper, so that's easy. Should have 12, but we only have 11. There's the other one. Okay, so make 12 paper. That'll make us enough rockets to keep us going for a while. Hey, Kasha, good to see you. Welcome. We had gunpowder somewhere. It was here. Alright, one more. I'll put the rockets in there for now. Grab that last rocket. And we wanted more axes. Just one will do for now. We already had sticks, so we just need some cobblestone. So cobblestone slabs there. Let's put those with the other cobblestone. All right. Obviously time for a quick sleep. Okay, so barn's starting to look good. Now, did we go? No, we didn't go over the end yet, so we'll do that part. Looks like we might need some more dark oak stairs if we don't have them already. We've got 16. Yeah, we're going to need some more, definitely. All right. Enough to finish this bit, maybe. Oh, that needs to be a slab, that's right. Messing it up all over the place. Let's pick up the stuff we dropped. Ouch. Okay. Okay, so that needs to be a upside down stair, which I was trying to do. And that has to be a right side up stair. Then we need a block and an upside down stair there. Upside down stair, I said. And there we go. Okay. Hello, Chaos. Again. Yeah. Chaos and Akasha acknowledging each other. Beatland has gone kind of quiet. But it's to do with some computer troubles that the Beat was having. So, router troubles, in fact. But they've been sorted out now, I think. Other than that, it's just been pretty much the same. Now, was that... Yeah, that was right. Okay, so we want a slab here. And a stair next to that. And a stair. And a stair again. A block and a stair. And a stair the right way up here, not the wrong way up. It's meant to be a stair, not a block. Oh, well, we may as well get the other stair in here. Oh no, stair down there, that's right. That works. First we want to take this block out so we can place the stair. That's not meant to be a block. That's meant to be a stair. Okay. That's a block. And that's a stair. That's a stair. And that's a stair. And then that's a slab. And we're there. Okay, now I'll just confirm that looks right from this end. Yes, it does. Perfect. All right, now we'll fix up the middle of the roof. Up. And we are out of stairs. Okay. Didn't quite make it in. It's worth a try, though. Okay. Alright, so we'll drop off the mangrove stuff, and we'll make some more stairs. And then we'll get back to the roof. Okay. Not going to be enough to finish the roof, but we'll do what we can with what we've got, and then we'll come back to it. We'll go grow some more. We'll get some more dark oak, and we'll grow some more if you have to. We are going to need to replace a whole bunch of dark oak here, so yeah, we'll need to grow some more. Oh, we need to grab some more logs at least. Alright, let's go have a look at the log situation. Just over the 2 hour mark, so we'll try doing some breeding in a little bit as well. Dark oak logs, cool. That should hopefully be enough to keep going for a little while with the replacing of the individual blocks. Don't think we had that many. Is that thunderstorm? I hope it's not a thunderstorm. I'll sleep if it is. Okay. Alright, it is night time, so we might just go sleep. Alrighty. Looks like we might have, yeah, we'll have some stripes on the inside. We'll probably fix that by replacing the stairs on the inside so the roof is all the one colour. Alright. Not sure which way we'll go, but we'll figure out what we're doing with the roof colour in a little bit. The outside roof is looking really good. Okay, so we got stairs to go. Should have made some more stairs while we're inside, but we'll just place some more while we're here. See how many more we need. So 3 plus another, so let's say 18 stairs. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 12, 16, 20 will do. Okay. That's for this side. We haven't checked the other side yet. But we'll keep going one side at a time. Oh, that was not a good takeoff. We're going to need some more dark oak. We'll plant some more trees in a sec. Alright, so let's get all of these done. I'll have to replace the torches inside once we're done. Maybe we can glide in the door next time. Okay. We'll make as many stairs as we can, and we'll get some more dark oak planks happening. 18, yeah, we're going to need more. Alright. Let's have a look at how that looks on this side from a distance, though. That is looking pretty good. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. So we've just got to finish the other side roof now, and we've got the barn in a state that I will be pretty happy to call done. So let's see. Slabs, stairs, slabs, and planks. Okay. I'll leave these open for now so we can come in through there if we have to. Let's see. Oh, we got the dark oak saplings on us. We could have just planted them. We do need bone meal though, so let's grab some bone meal. And we're going to need more axes. Alright, 2¼ hours. We do need to start get working on the breeding as well. Might look to later on build a combination breeder and iron farm, but for the moment we'll just do a basic breeder. Make 2 axes, we're going to need another one. Before we're done, that's for sure. Okay. So we'll look at doing some detailing on the barn later on, but I'm very much happier with having a decent, distinctly different roof on the barn to what we had previously. We should probably make a hoe as well and try and get our saplings back, but we've got enough to make 2 more trees, so we're ahead. Alright, let's go with... That should be enough, I think. There should be enough logs. Yeah, we'll put the stairs away. Get more apples as well, nice. We'll work with the stairs we've got, and we'll come back if we see any saplings. Put the other stairs away in a little bit. Alright, we've only got 3 slabs that I can see, so... Now we've got heaps of slabs. Alright, cool, we'll just do the slabs then. If the dead come out of their graves, everyone will be in their nicest clothes. The apocalypse will be highly formal and well-catered. Random conversation from Zink's Discord. That sounds like an interesting conversation. I'm not in Zink's Discord, though, so I'm missing out, clearly. Speaking of Discords, I have one myself, if those who haven't joined are interested in joining. The link should be in the on my channel page if you're on Twitch, or it should be in the description if you're watching on YouTube. Also on my channel page if you're looking on YouTube. And if you would like to play on this server with me, if you are already on my Discord, you can apply to be a trusted player. And we will review your application as a community, and if we think you're a good fit, which if you've been chatting on the Discord you may be, then we'll obviously look at whitelisting as and when it's necessary. Yay, we got straight in. All right. We have some stuff down here. Let's pick that up. I think that's everything. Let's put these away. And we'll figure out what we're doing from the inside, of the barn later, but we definitely need to convert these logs. Okay. So we want to do a lot more stairs. Like that many. That many lot to start with. And we probably want to do that many lot as well. Okay. And we're going to do some slabs. We got slabs though. Alright, cool. We could use a bed in here. We don't have one yet. Alright, well, let's go sleep. And we'll just pick up any of these. Looks like almost all the leaves are done. Yes, random conversations on my Discord are certainly welcome as well. What the? Oh, that's just an error from when I changed the style of the style playlist. Okay. I don't know what the dollar style was, but yeah, that's just a random error. Not of consequence. Okay. Yeah, not exactly not exactly sure what we could do to texture the roof, to be honest. Ah, so these actually need to be stairs from the inside anyway. We need to fix that up on the other side. Yes, they need to be stairs, which will help with the texturing quite some lot. Okay. That means we need to build a lot more stairs. Okay. Does mean we free up a bunch of blocks, though. I think these ones are, yeah, they're stairs too. So we actually didn't need anywhere near as many blocks as Hulk did. We do need a lot more stairs. Okay, we'll go through here. We'll place these. No. No, no, no. Not what wanted. Not what wanted. Not what wanted? No. What wanted? Not sure what wanted. That not what wanted. Me tired. Me need to get village breeder going before we get too tired. Other brown and red. Acacia, mangrove, jungle, and sadness. I like the sadness. Terracotta and mud. Yes. I won't bother texturing it yet, but I'll just get the basic building done. Because I do want to get the breeder happening this stream as well. So we can start repopulating the village. Ah! Oh, would you look at that? Alright, let's go down and get whatever this was. Random blocks that got dropped down here. A stair. Okay. Is that moss? That is moss. So we need to replace that moss with dirt at some stage. But it isn't really visible, so not too fussed about it. Okay, so we need lots more stairs. Let's go in through here. Ouch. Well, it worked, but we hurt ourselves quite a bit. That's okay, we have plenty of food. Terracotta and mud are good ideas for things to texture with. Alright, many more stairs. And that should be maybe more planks as well. But we'll see. Okay, so you are in the wrong position. You are leaving a window that is not meant to be there. There we go. Right, so we replace these with stairs. And we get more planks to play with. We only missed one during that. That's pretty good placement. And we got one out of place as well. That was pretty accurate, though. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so we want to place some torches to match the other side. Is that right? Okay. So we also want to have stairs here, I believe, on the outside. So many more stairs required, but we'll turn some of these into some more stairs. It's not many more, but it's some more. We'll go back outside and do this from the outside. And I think we will fix up the roof from the inside once we know what we're doing. So let's get this done, and we've done the outside of the roof at least. Didn't work. Nope, not placing fast enough. Where's my placing foot? Where's my placing finger? Nope, doesn't want to place it that fast. Wonder why it wouldn't work this time. Worked then. Okay, so that's the outside of the roof done. Let's have another look at this from a distance. Yes. That's what we wanted. We got the nice classic red barn look that I was going for. Perfect. Alright, so that's the outside of the roof done. We'll worry about the inside of the roof later. The outside is done. And we've got that nice little bumpy roof shape that I was hoping for. I'm happy with that. Okay. We'll go in and just have a quick look at the inside and see how much work we've got cut out for us. Didn't quite make it. Didn't quite glide in as I'd hoped. Alright, so we need considerably more stairs than we currently have. 3 rows on each side, and then we need some on the would they be slabs or stairs? They would be stairs or whole blocks. I think I'd probably go with stairs, but then we might need whole blocks on the very end. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a lot more stairs than we have at the moment. It's not too bad on the inside. It looks kind of passable. Alright. So let's get started on some villager breeding. Although we do need to idiot-proof the outside of that house. So perhaps we go with more dark oak in there. Can probably leave the dark oak and mangrove in the barn as well. Anything that doesn't fit there, we'll put it in the barn. Excuse me, no sneaking out while I'm not looking. And we do need to replace those torches. I thought it was a bit dark in here. There we go. A bit dark and not in the dark oak sense. Ouch. It's going to be hard to get out this way, but we'll give it a go. Nope, that's because it's too high. That's fine, we'll just go out through the top, as we usually do. Villager eugenics done right. From Brazil. Got nothing on me. Okay. I'm not sure on that. Excuse me. We'll go with a torch here and a torch here to show the edges of the ladders. And we'll do a torch here and a torch here. Show the edges of the doors and match things up. Looks nice. Okay. Now before we go anywhere, we will have another baked potato so we don't destroy ourselves landing. We'll sleep, and then we'll fill in some more of this. And we'll get some beds going as well. We'll make a space for a breeder. Maybe we'll put the breeder in here and actually build it in as we're building things. Yeah, we'll do a basic breeder in here. So we'll think about how that's going to work. But first we'll grab some more of these. We'll manually make 6 stacks of slabs, and we'll do 1 stack of stairs. That is not what we wanted. That's okay. We'll put the polished tuff in the other chest so we don't mix them up. Grab some more Tuff Bricks. Okay. Let's go with 2 stacks of stairs. That is still not the mason. That's the mason, and always has been. Don't know why I thought otherwise. Alright. Slabs. Now, where do we stop over here? Just fill this in so it's nice and neat. And we don't have room for... Oh, we'll put the bone meal. I don't need that anymore. We don't have room for the cobblestone slabs, which you don't really want to waste. Bone meal can go in here. I know that we've got a cobblestone generator, but it's more the principle of the thing. Alright, yeah, we'll just fill in around this tree and fill in this section here, and then we'll concentrate on the area we haven't done anything in yet that has no floor. Get that last house surrounded, and then we're ready for villager breeding. All right, a few more to go, and we'll call that done for this section. Definitely like the look of the Tuff more. We'll probably texture it up a bit later, but Tuff is nice enough texture on its own, I think. Maybe we could do some smooth Tuff slabs here and there. Polished Tuff slabs, and not sure if chiseled Tuff slabs are a thing, but whatever else we can do. Polished Tuff and regular Tuff. Unfortunately, the raw Tuff is quite hard to find. It's only available in small amounts in the trial chambers. That's the only place you can get it in this world. So, but that is looking much better. So we'll just do a little bit of a clean up around these houses so that there's no things to fall into that shouldn't be falling into. There we go. Same with this one. Does leave a couple of spots where things can spawn, but if we keep it well lit enough, it shouldn't be an issue. Llama Liberation Front is getting pretty professional looking. Yes, indeed. All right. So I think we change this out for a change that out for a Tuff stair. There we go. That's what I wanted. We did lose a stair, but it still looks good. Okay. And that is pretty much what I wanted to achieve for this stream in terms of this section over here. We could probably fill that in and it wouldn't look out of place. But we'll leave that for now because it wasn't done before. There's nothing there. And this bit here looks like it really does need to be changed over to match now. They won't do that today, but we will start filling in around this double house here, which is a single house, but with double roofs. Now, this might have enough space inside. It does. So it's got 2 beds inside already. We could probably use this as the breeder and just tidy things up a little bit later. So I think we will go with probably edging it off with some of this Tuff. And since we've already got a fair bit of wood here, we might just go with a wood floor for the moment. Although we do have a lot of Tuff on us, so we could potentially change that over. We'll start around the houses. Well, start around the house. Get an outline around that. and bring it over to the existing wooden outlines, but we'll add Tuff in there. And we can join it up with the top of the trial chamber here as well, I think, or the edge of the trial chamber. Probably want to go a little bit higher here and then come down. Yeah. All right. So we've got about 20 minutes left of stream. So I do want to at least get the villagers at least in a point where they're potentially able to breed soon. So I hear a slime. We'll ignore it for now. All right, so we want to go Tuff slabs here. Make sure we've got enough lighting that nothing spawns. I'm going to go with stairs next to that. I'll just quickly outline this house and then we'll go sleep. That's annoying. There we go. Oh, lost that one. All right, that'll do. And slabs on this side because we forgot to do that. All right, sleeps. All right. All right, just had to blow my nose. All right, so looking pretty good. So we'll bring that around here. And yeah, we'll bring it in here. Yeah, I think this is going to look pretty good, to be honest. It's going to work. I want you to be that way then. Frustrating. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna tie it in nicely. So we will continue with that theme. but we'll concentrate on getting a floor around the house at the moment. I'll fix that up later. Yeah, I'm getting tired, so I need to get the floor in place as quick as possible. And then figure out what I'm doing with it later. So I'm going to be able to safely get the villager across from the other house into this house. So we'll work on that in a moment. Yeah, the villager really wants to come out and wander around. Alright, that's looking much better. That takes us all the way over to here with a safer floor. Just bring it up to the edge of these stairs. Let's see, can we walk down here still? Yep. Can we walk up still? Yep. Okay, that'll do. So we want to maybe make this one go that way. Yep. Oh, even better actually. We'll just bash that by hand. Do that, and then like so. Okay, cool. We can fix this one up from behind later on if we need to. Little platform I can do some do some announcing from for various things, and we've got a Wandering Trader. Okay, well, a Wandering Trader trade might be a good place to finish up the stream, depending on what they've got. So I probably want to do a bit of playing with the size of this later on. And we've got one more stack left. All right, so let's see what the trader's got and see if it's worthwhile actually trading with said trader. Okay, they've got potions of invisibility. Interesting. And they will buy potatoes. Nice. And water buckets. Well, we don't have... Oh, we do in fact have a second water bucket. So we don't have quite enough for a potion of invisibility from you, but that's pretty cool. Blue dye, sand, moss, and light grey dye, and beetroot seeds. And podzol. So the potion of invisibility is about the only thing I'm really interested in that you've got. But yes, we could do a bit of llama liberation to finish up the stream. And we can always work on the villager breeder later on. The villager breeder might need a bit more thought before we just jump into it. Do we have emeralds? We do have other emeralds. Okay, cool. We got 2 invisibility potions for me. Oh, we can only get 1. Okay, fair enough. We don't really need the sand. We've got plenty of that. We don't really need the moss or the light grey dye. The blue dye. You know what? Blue dye I will take. I might want that later. Alright. Now. I'm going to need you guys to come with me. Alright. Llama liberation to finish up the stream. You're not too happy with this. We'll try you instead. Okay. Pretty much. Rather than someone who's going to just disappear and leave you behind one day, and then you'll cease to exist. How about you go with someone who's actually going to care and give you a home, even if it is a barn. Even if it is a barn you can't get out of. I'll have a use for you later. Why are we visually seeing 2 leads there? That's interesting. Bit of a glitch. If we switch between them, we've surely got to take one of them eventually. Did I just break that? I did just break that. think we put some in the chest. Ah, there we go. That one's tamed. Now that's tamed, I can't just jump to the other one, so... And that one's tamed too. No? Not quite. Come on. Come on. I think I need a llama-themed emote, both on Discord and on Twitch. Ah, there we go. So, 2 more llamas added to our collection. You guys just stay out in the rain for the moment. While I have a quick sleep. Yes, we have the regular Twitch llamas, but I want my own llama-themed emote. Might have to add some in. Alright, we'll have some bone meal and we'll just replace those broken small grass. That's just one. Okay. Oh, the other one grew taller. That's what it was. Okay, so we are approaching the 3-hour mark, so we're going to leave it there, but we're going to have a quick look around first and just have a look at the difference between what we started with and what we have now. That is looking much more navigable, and we're pretty close to being able to let some villagers go for a wander. And yeah, we've got one villager over here, so we still need to clean up that section and pave it properly. So I might just do that quickly before we do the full cleanup and finishing of stream, and then we will wrap things up. So we've got a few slabs and stairs left, so we'll quickly clean that last bit up. I'm really happy with the barn as well. Needs some texturing, but it's a really good starting point. Okay, so losing a couple of bone blocks, but that's okay. They're cheap. Alright, so that really needs to be a proper entrance to the house there. So I think we'll go with the flat slabs here. And one there as well. And then we'll go with the stairs here. We can always replace this with path later on, but that is looking a lot better than it did. So this bit here, we're going to need to we'll probably look at a glass roof over here. So we can still see that there was a trial chamber there. And that needs a slab under it as well, so there we go. Cool. And I think these need to be slabs rather than stairs. I don't like the way it leaves the edge of the path open there. So we'll quickly fix that up. Yeah. This looks a little neater. Alright, cool. So villager from here to other house is pretty much all we need to do. So we might just go with, because that's not got any beds in it. I'll just go with moving him across to the other house and seeing if that is enough for some sort of breeding to start happening next time. Do we already have a boat? No. Alright. Get some quick boat action happening. And we have some fresh leads if we need them. Might just bring the boat to the villager instead of the other way around. Because we can go straight out the door with this one. Come on. Let's see you get past the boat. Yeah, didn't think so. Alright, so he's already a toolsmith with a established trade as well, which means that we can probably take the simplest path. Just got to go around those blocks. And if you won't go over this one, we'll just grab a lead. We need to actually snip the lead, okay. Still not used to that mechanic. You'll follow the other guy and you won't go anywhere because you're tamed. We can just grab the boat and bring it over. And that'll be wrapping upstream after that. All right. So we might wait till night time. There's more than one bed in there though, so he might have already claimed a bed. So see if we can get him to go in. Alright, well, whatever happens, they're together now. So let's leave in the boat and drag them up. Get them inside. Okay. This may take a little longer than expected. Let's get some ladders. We'll just climb up some ladders to get them in. We'll keep those spruce blocks wherever they went. Oh, was it just oak? It must have just been oak. Yeah. Oak planks. Cool, we'll throw those ones away. Well, that got them inside at least. Sort of. Did they bring them inside? Yes, they brought them inside. Okay, that's all we needed. Roof back on there. And logs back in here. That ought to do. I'll put some blocks back in front of that. In fact, we'll go with trapdoors so they can't get out and we can get in. And that will be it. Why did I just 6 trapdoors? Oh well. One can never have enough trapdoors, I guess. Let's see you try and get out through that. All right. Have your beds. Yeah, you're not getting out this way. Well, I'm sleeping then, if you're not sleeping. I did get an excellent in under 4 minutes. Wasn't in this world, but it was something I did. So you can go. I said you can go. Alright, I'll just go through you. Yeah, bye. Alright, that'll keep them safe. And just to keep them doubly safe, I will actually put blocks in front until we're ready to make a proper breeder. Just in case we happen to have any zombies get in. Alright, done. Okay. And that looks like a good place to leave it. Thank you all for watching. It's been a good stream. We got a lot of stuff done. And we will look at getting the breeding done, either getting a breeder started by next stream or starting the breeder next Skyflat stream. So either make one in the next 2 weeks or there will be one built on stream in 2 weeks' time. Alrighty, let's go to the outro screen and we'll get some music going. Cobblestone generator by Apollo Music. We do have a cobblestone generator in the background. So cobblestone generator is one of my tracks from Apollo Music that has been commissioned some time ago. It's been used as my closing theme for a while. Thank you very much for being here on stream. Thank you to my paid patrons, the Fantastic Soap, Oni Arrow, and Catsmith for being paid patrons. And thank you everyone who joined stream. Thank you for being in the stream, and thank you for being in the chat. I appreciate it. I'm not sure if Unchecked Door has managed to finally break their stream streak or not, but I guess we'll find out. Can't see anything on the Twitch side of things to say that they were in stream today. So it may be that they've actually lost their streak. We'll see what happens if they manage to see the replay and keep their streak. Alright. It's been a wonderful stream. I'll be working on some stuff on the Oatmeal SMP later on this afternoon, but that won't be streaming that. I'll be looking to get my first episode out for Oatmeal sometime fairly soon as well. So keep an eye out for that. And obviously I've got some other edited content to finish up. I've got my final Minecraft Inheritance hardcore video to finish, and my Eliminate videos, and a bunch of other stuff I've been working on. I've got a 500 subscriber special that's long overdue as well, so I'll probably look at getting that happening sometime soon. Alright. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video or stream. Enjoy the music. I'm gonna grab a drink and get myself ready to do some other stuff for the day, and then get on to the Oatmeal SMP later. Alrighty, I would normally let the gap go and talk through it, but I've been playing for ages and I need a break, so that'll be it. The music's over. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.